Ever since we actually saw some of the ticket prices for some of the East African countries and some of the countries across Africa, Ugandans have been complaining on social media concerning the ticket prices and how we are some of the most expensive national teams to watch on this continent. But this comes back on the situation at hand in the country here. These guys who are running football in the country just know that Ugandans have been oppressed so much and they still continue to pay even when they are oppressed. So they just don't care about anyone who is out there and is talking about these issues of ticket prices and everything. Ugandans will pay high taxes. Ugandans will actually go through a lot. But even after that, they will still continue importing goods from outside. They will still continue paying the high taxes. So these guys governing football here know that Ugandans are used to oppression, and that's why even when they put the ticket prices at 25,000, at 30,000, at 50,000, Ugandans will actually continue to buy those tickets and they will be there in large numbers. This is not like for other countries where if the prices are high, some of the citizens will come and complain and the governing bodies will reduce on the ticket prices. Away from Uganda, in Nigeria, which is actually going to play Zimbabwe a few hours from now, you realize that the National Football Association there set the prices at 1,000 naira. So if you convert 1,000 naira into Uganda shillings, that's about 2,500 Uganda shillings. And you look at the game which is going to happen in Morocco between Morocco and Tanzania, and that game has been put at about 15,000 Ugandan shillings. So look at how these African countries actually want more of their citizens to be in the stadiums, more of their citizens to be engaged in watching many of these games. And some of these things actually continue to push Ugandans away from some of these games. Ugandans always want to wait actually for those last matches in the qualifying window, probably one of the biggest games in the qualifying windows, so that they come in big numbers, in large numbers, and they come and buy tickets and attend some of these matches. I remember last year during the Uganda versus South African game, some of the tickets that were actually supposed to be sold at 25,000 were bought off by people who bought them in large quantities and started selling them highly from around 40,000, 50,000, and even 60,000 for just an ordinary ticket. And this is one thing that still comes back actually into even the local football in the country. Some of these clubs in the country want to have many fans in the stadium, and they want fans to come and fill the stadium and help them with the entrance fees for them to be able to run some of their club activities. But you find that one club is charging 20,000, another club is charging 15,000, another club is charging 10,000 for local football. And yet you realize that the game between Nigeria and Zimbabwe, which is a big game, is going to be at 2,500 Uganda shillings. So if many of these clubs actually charged way less, I think we would have more people in the stadiums and I would have more people engaged in football in the country. But this still comes back to the governing body of football in this country. I think the ticket prices have to be readjusted for the next qualifying windows to enable more Ugandans to participate in watching many of these games. Yes, Ugandans are oppressed and they will still come back to watch these games. But on top of that, we have to make it a bit easy to engage with some of these citizens to enable and encourage them to join in supporting the national team. Thank you so much. See you.